Hello everybody and welcome. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Motorsport Manager for the season finale of Season 3. Last we left off on the back of a pretty good race from Shanky, who scored a very nice P3. Bit disappointing from Giant P9, but we got robbed. We got robbed of a good result. We have the best engine on the grid, but it was boring the whole race long. Except right at the end, and that really did a number on us. Well, nothing we can do about that. Last race of the season in Russia at the Black Sea, and not Sochi, and yeah, you need a good gearbox. The good top speed is useful. You need a good gearbox, and that's not exactly our strong suit for now. But hey, it will be pretty soon, and we already have a main sponsor offer. 10th or above, 12th or above, 14th or above. We'll go with Nippon. It's only 4 races, and 400 grand per race is actually pretty desirable for us. We don't, I mean, we would like the upfront money, but we'll have another sponsor for that. Ooh, and God knows we need it. Otherwise, we're gonna end the season in the red, but that's neither here nor there. We'll improve our very illegal gearbox to get a better one next season, 14 days before the race. Do we have anything else we want to work on for next season? I'm not seeing anything of significance. So we'll just, I don't know, front wing? Reliability and suspension? Sure, why not? Why not? It's not gonna take that long anyway. I'm recording this on the same day as I did episode 5 through 9. I was very inspired today, and it's not too warm. So, wanted to get these in. Upfront payment 4 million. Oh. Oh. Or how much money is that? 8 times 2.5, that's 16, 20, that's 2.3.5 million. That's only half of what Bonmina does. Even if it's for 4 more races, this is clearly the best offer. And that's gonna allow us to finish the season on a high, money-wise. So, and it's always good at the end of the season to have some money in the bag. Especially when you're thinking of changing your lead designer, but it's actually pretty good now. I mean, is rear wing... Let's check that before we go to the last race. Race designer. Do we have some whose contract end this season? Yes, plenty. Do we have good ones? You're never gonna move for us. Are you? Wait, no, designers, not mechanics. Duh. Ian Brown. Engine, gearbox, and suspension is holy. Yeah, we'll want you. We'll want you for definitely want you. And maybe we can poach someone. You're also very desirable. A bit less on suspension, but oh, your suspension is just too bad. Yeah, these guys are in the top category. They probably won't want to move. Oh my god. You never know. Contract is ending. He's probably going to refuse, but James Scuderia Rossini. Yeah, he's probably not coming down. But Ian Brown. Maybe we should approach them right now. No mistakes when fixing part in pit stop. Driver's focus +2 during the race. You were in the IEC, but very tempting. How much is it going to cost to get rid of? Yeah, it's not going to cost much. 107 grand per race. Screw it. Not interested. Damn it! That would have been too nice, wouldn't it? Should have seen that one coming. I mean, that's fair. He is a very good one. We're not seeing anybody else that we want to jump on, unfortunately. I mean, hi? No. We may be stuck with Vasily. You're never coming for us, are you? Hello? Yeah. Wow, Charlotte, you suck. Maybe you shouldn't be doing this job. Ah, you're a predator. Well, that explains that. Andrew? Hi. No. Huh. I guess that's why you improve your scouting facility. Anna isn't bad. She's also paid less than our current engineer. Jesus. Hi? Oh, come on. Well, maybe when they're out of the job at the end of the season. Well, we'll see. Judge by this sentence, what now? What, cycling and wins? You got a dodgy neck. You're lying piece of... I don't believe you. Oh, hello, Will. Will you drive for us, maybe? Yeah, paid driver, too. Flat spotter, though. I mean, but you're never coming for us anyway, not when we're in the lowest league. Damn it. Maybe we should spend some of that money on a facility. Scouting is not too expensive, I believe. Only unlocks hidden drivers, though, not hidden mechanics, so nah. Nah, I don't think we're doing that. Reliability work done. Gonna finish on improving next year's gearbox 2 days before the race, and that's gonna be us set, basically. Can just finish increasing the... lol. Just to say that we've done something. And there you go. Sports turn to Teams Championship with this, with Motorsport leading the way, indeed. Yeah, sure, let's get a couple more reliability points in there. I should have probably improved that, fixed that gearbox. Because we're using these two next year. Oh well. Bit late for that. Yeah. Womp womp. Ah, it's not that bad. It's not the worst thing in the way. No, it's just too much. Okay. It's only 20 performance points. It's something, but I don't think it's going to affect our target too much. We need to be 8th or above with 3rd, so... And we got cash on hand and everything. We're not going to be making much per race with the current sponsors, but... Should I leave Jean-Pierre at home? Nah. No, we don't need to. Alright, yeah, we are not betting on ourselves too much on this one. I don't think 6th or above is on the cards here. So, let's go. Final race of the season in Russia. Now loading. It's a dry day at the Black Sea. Sunny too. Your dodgy neck is annoying, but you'll plow through. And you want some acceleration. That's great. We've got a bad gearbox and a great engine, and you want a lot of acceleration. Love what you do, friend. Love what you do. And for you, it's... Oh, Soft's only lost 10 laps, but we want Soft. This is just the tire of choice now that we can make them last. No, we probably want some oversteer on such a twisty-turvy track. Yeah. Alright, it's gonna be practice. See you on the other side of it. That is it for practice. P1, P3, not a bad session. Re-splitting us. A dry session. That went pretty well. I did struggle a bit to find the right setup, but I think I ended up with something acceptable. Let's check the weather. It's going to be dry. It's going to be cold. We're going to be struggling to get some temperature in these softs. We're going to have to push a lot to get them up to temperature, and that means we're going to be degrading them quick. So I think first stint, we go out on softs for Shen. Jean-Pierre may have to go to mediums, and we'll do properly offset strategy, not the one-lap offset I usually do. I mean, it doesn't matter which one I pick for you. And Jean-Pierre, you will start on the mediums. Oh, I couldn't find a good setup for you. Let's give you even more. Yeah, 92%. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, don't get me wrong, but like 10 laps, there's 26 laps race, but I predict we're going to be shredding tires here. So I am expecting that. 96, much better for you. And you'll start on softs, you do 8 laps, you're going to do 2 stints of softs and 1 on mediums. 9 laps, yeah, probably. We can give you 10 and full push, but we're probably not going to box them at 1 lap interval like we usually do. Let's see, softs up the front. Elsadat is also injured. Dodgy neck for 4 weeks, Jesus. Marcellella, form of 1. Yikes. Oh no, well, God. Yeah, Boissieu is behind us in the standings, which is hilarious. Shen is down in P9, yeah, but still on softs. And then we start seeing some medium tire runners, etc. Okay, that's probably not a bad decision that I've made. Well, only one way to find out. This is the season finale of Season 3. We are at the Black Sea. It's 5 raid lights. And away we go for the last time in the season, or we don't in the case of Shen Qi. Fortunately, in the back, it was also a terrible start. Let's see, turn 1. Oh, somebody went wide. Somebody went very wide. It was Cyril Boissieu. My God, he's having a mare. He's just having a mare of the season. That's 1 position for Key and 1 for Gerard as well. Not many overtakes, I got a feeling, in this very early stages. But now it's 3 wide through that corner. You don't want that. It's going to make you lose so much time. And we've got Vannanen diving up the inside of Marcellella. Marcellella, who is not the man in form at the moment. We are still in P8, Gerard in P15, but we get done in on the inside by Mello. Very good move by Mello, splitting the cars, and now Key is losing out a bit. He is not having a good opening stint here. Gerard either, but he's on the mediums. He is expected to be dropping a bit, and Key is not. She dropped 1 position despite Boissieu running wide, and she may lose another as Cavalcanti tries it up the inside. Oh, this track is not good for our car. We knew that. And there's a bit of a nothing to play for in this one anyway. But it doesn't mean we're not gonna try. Yes, see, we are barely maintaining temperature in these softs despite full pushing. So it's going to be an issue for everybody involved. We're going to take it a bit easier because we do want to try and do at least 7 laps. But if it just doesn't work on the softs, I will have to take a pair of mediums for Shen Qi. Maybe even go soft, medium, hards. Okay, he making positions now. Good job. You can't get past Rogers. You just overtook 2 cars, diving up the inside of Rogers and making the move stick. Well done. Key is waking up. Gerard is biding his time behind the soft tire runners. Fighting a bit with Stone Jr. But his race is somewhere else. His race is not there. For now, that is. And we may actually box them with 1 lap interval again. But Key not happy with that P7. Diving up the inside of Elsadat and making a move. But now just behind, she's got Boissieu making his way back through the pack after his little mare turn 1. Gerard is truly lost. And yeah, tire temp is an issue for everyone involved in this race. Oh, it's gonna be tight. And that's actually Elsadat making a move back on Boissier, but Boissier has better traction out of the corner and now threatening us. He defends well, keeps the inside, and is following Elegant, sniffing her exhaust right on her gearbox. Makes a move, but the traction is just not there on corner exits. And now it's a drag race to the line. Ooh, on the outside, Boissier trying to make a move. That's going to be on the inside of the final corner. And now it's all a drag race. Good move by Key, making it stick. But now Boissier wants a piece of this action. And we got dropped by the top 4 slightly. Santana making good progress with 4 seconds gap to Rees on the mediums. Right now in the standings, we would be behind Vexala Motorsport, but we would finish P4, but that's depending on Boissier not making moves, and we know he is a very quick man on track when his car stays on the road. Girard on the mediums, behind Trotsenko in dead last. And her tires are down to 47%. Change of plans. We're full pushing. We're pitting a lap earlier than planned at the end of lap 7. So just get out there. Full push. Full push on fuel. Your tires should last just enough. You can't get past Cavalcanti. It's okay. Just stick with the pack. Everybody is still within 10 seconds. And Santa Ana is starting to lose space to Rees. And Key is reeling in Evans, diving up the inside on the stadium and making it stick. No, maybe around. Oh, she's been pushed very wide by Evans on that corner, but she still has the inside. Is she going to be doing the same move as she did on Sabato earlier? Yes. Much better suspension on our car. Boissier up the inside, trying to make a move, but no, and Key is still going to keep up. Now, this is your in-lap. So you'll go on mediums. I have no faith that you will make the softs last long enough. They just get shredded on. You know what? We'll go on hards. We'll go on hard because if we need to go soft, hard, at least we'll have this flexibility. This place absolutely shreds tires when you have 0 smoothness. I mean, you don't have 0, you have like 4, but even with your engineer helping, it's just not happening. And now Girard has made moves. Vernanen has already pitted. Girard is fighting at the back. His dodgy neck cannot be helping. I can't hold him out accountable. Except he went and became a cycling champion, so I can and will hold him accountable. Evans pitting behind us, but holding Boissier nicely. That is good. That is good for us. And now, Girard, you're still going to go a bit long on these medium, 45%, so you can start pushing on your fuel. Now we'll go on hard. We should leave in clear air, fully refuel. That's right. And yeah, just push just to keep the temp good and within window. Will Vananen? Yeah, Vananen absolutely cut her way through. My God, that undercut. That 5-second undercut was mighty. Girard still in traffic, but now catching up to the soft tire runners who are going to box. You're going to do one more lap, Jean-Pierre. After this one, not boxing at the end of this one, but the one after. And then meanwhile, Key is in clear air, and she can absolutely send it on her outlap. Jean-Pierre trying to make a move on Cavalcanti's car. Good job. And now, full push, you're boxing. And you're on mediums. Should we go on another pair of mediums or on softs? 10 laps. Nah, softs should be good for you. Yeah, and we'll... how many laps of fuel does she have? 10. Okay, so... 10 laps... I want to go. That would make you box earlier. 10 laps. I'll fill you up and I'll tell you to push. You got the engine to do that. Okay, making moves now on his in lap on the hot tire runners. Still got some grip in these mediums. but not the fuel to make them last. Key is making positions back, behind, half a second behind Santa Ana, which was 5 seconds off the road. Good job, Shen. Good job. And she can barely get some temperature in these hards. They have very little pace, but at least they will last long enough. We'll see from the last stint we go on mediums or hards. I don't think softs are on the cards for Shen Qi. Not with her smoothness, turning the tires into 50 pence coin. And oh my god, a massive mistake on the rear left. Gerard is not blessed. Yeah, 4 seconds lost here. God damn it. Well, full push on fuel. Try to make these positions back. Key is now in P11, but there's still 7 cars who have yet to pit. We got some pretty offset strategies here, so we'll only know really by the last pit stop where we stand on track. Can only compare to the soft tire runners of Boissieu and Sedat. Their tires are shredded. They must be losing time here. Same with Lugo. Hopefully the undercut functioned well enough. Following after Santa Ana on mediums, keeping up with her. That's good. That's what we want to see. Girard is down in P18, but now navigating a sea of medium tire runners, and Key leaves ahead of Boissieu 4 seconds. 3 seconds. The undercut functioned, but we're down in P6. Mello hasn't pitted, but yeah, offset strategies, as I said. We'll know by the end. Girard, you're supposed to be cutting through the field on your softs here, and I'm counting on you to do just that. 6 laps, a little bit easier on fuel. You as well. Oh, side by side here with Liao. Not having a good time. Key is attempting to overtake Santana. Made her way back. Is actually gaining on the Predator. Mello in the pits. We jump to P5. And there's fighting at the front between Weiss and Venan, and that is exactly what we want to see. Take it a bit easier on your tire. I think she will just make it at the end of her 5 laps of fuel. The hards have a good lifespan, it seems. So in softs, it's only 4 laps, and we dropped 35% tire wear. So 8 laps. Is that all? Okay, maybe I'm pushing a bit too much. That's concerning. That is actually pretty concerning. Because, yeah. These are falling off a bit too fast. I mean, we did put some temperature in them, so we can take it a bit easier now. In the standings, Jean-Pierre would drop, as things stand, would drop to P7, but Shen would go up in P10, and that would make us P4. We're still ahead of Zampoli, but Cyril Boissieu is trying to change that just behind Key on fresh hards. I don't think Key's going to be able to keep up for too long, but she's in P4 on track, and Vananen has worn hards up the road. Yeah, Boissieu is through. That was expected. It's okay. He is in a much better car, probably, and is a much better driver, most likely. But he's got fresher tires. That's it. That's our excuse. We're getting our excuses in early. That's 3 more laps to go for Key. So 3 laps, 30%. Yeah, okay, you can push. You can push a bit again. Girard, oh, that's looking like it may be a double stack here in terms of... No, so take it easy, Girard. The last thing we want is for you to... But yeah, overtake mode. Just use your powerful engine. You really didn't have a good race, did you? Let's put that on the dodgy neck. Is that what you did? You had a dodgy neck, and then you won the cycling championship. So it's not like you got the dodgy neck while doing cycling. I would have been okay with that. But no, you got the dodgy neck, you're like, oh, I'm so hurt, I'm not sure I can race. And then you went and raced on a bike and won. Good on you, mate, but... Got a case of Max Verstappen here going to do GT3 and side quests. Mid-season. 2 laps to go, 50% on these hards, they will hold. But 9 laps, only 9, I'm sure they have 10 laps in them, 12 if I take care of them. But they just get too cold. And now under threat by Zurita on mediums, but defending well for Shen. 12 laps. That's a tough call. If we go on mediums, we won't be able to push almost at all. Hards at least. They have less performance, but now we're going on hards. I don't want to take any chances. She is just too unreliable on the tires. 9 laps, and that's what these hards will have done when she comes in. So, yeah, no, I think it's the right call to go on hards for her. The extra pace isn't worth not pushing. And some back and forth with Zurita now. Good job defending your position on your in lap. It's actually a pretty good move. Trying to make Zurita lose a few tenths here and there. And as for Gerard, you will box this lap. Your tires are gorgeous. Well, next lap. So softs, 10 laps. If I send you out on softs, I need to really monitor you and make sure I don't screw it up. This is risky, but he is 8 laps on these softs here. All right, Shen, time to push. Fresh hards, clear air. You got 6 seconds behind Van Anen. Now's the time to show what you can do. You still can have a pretty good result here. Jar is going to make it into the pits, no problem. Now, he may look like he's down in the order, and he is, but as I said, we'll only know when the final round of pit stop comes. So, fresh boots, soft ones, again, you need to make them last to the end of the race. You just did on these sets, no error from the crew. Full push and fuel, you just made these softs last for 8 laps. We need 9 out of them. So I need to tell him to take it easy. He's in P15. Second of those who have pitted. She is giving it her all on these hards, getting some temp in them. Yeah, 9 laps in the previous stint. Like, we're trying the undercut here. So I'm going to tell her to push, and once we see where we are in the order, I'll tell her to ease off. Reese going on soft. Yep, that makes sense. If they can make them last, that is absolutely what I would have done as well. All right, we've still got cars in the pits coming out in front of Sabado and Santa Ana. That's good. I'm going to have to tell her to ease off on these hards, however, because otherwise she won't make it to the end. Jean-Pierre making move and taking names. Go neutral on these tires. You're not catching up to Rogers right now. Masalella will obviously have to pit. Okay, you're doing a good job. I've done well. Full pushing to make the undercut work. We're gonna have an answer very soon. Stone Junior's tires were dead, completely shredded. She's getting caught by Sabado on fresh softs, but that's not a surprise. Okay, how many cars still have to pit? 7 cars ahead still have to pit. We may be in for P4, although Lugo is so far. Lugo and Boissy are so far off the road. We are absolutely not catching them. So what is that? A P6 potentially? Well, make that P7 now. I was right not to bet on us getting P6, I think. Gerard has let Sabado go, and now Santa Ana. You're under threat by Santa Ana in a Predator? Wow. I guess next are important to drive F3 cars. Because you've just been out of it. Wow, and Tanov's tires are dead. Lugo's tires are very dead. And they stayed out. That is ballsy. That may be a bit risky even. Girard down in P15, having not the best race of his career. It was really a season of two halves, wasn't it? Because Key is just coming from 3 podiums, probably not going to be 4 here, unless, I don't know, Wasi's car breaks down again. But he's 13 seconds off the road. Lugo, fresh boots, fresh mediums, not even softs, but mediums to go to the end. But Rees is going to overtake. I think Lugo stayed out for 1 lap too many. And now Antonov is coming from behind on fresh mediums. Girard is absolutely nowhere. The last of the pits was Mello, and Girard is still down in P whatever. P15 on pace. Blah. He's still in for a good result, but Antonov behind is knocking at the door. We're gonna have to do a bit of defending here. Let him ruin his mediums behind you until they lose their extra performance compared to your hards, maybe? Okay, he's full pushing, trying to get some temp in these. We already have warm tires. Well, not with Jean-Pierre Girard, but still need to make them last for 4 laps. And now, oh, it's a drag race, and no, we couldn't. Just on traction, we just couldn't. And that's P8. We are dropping. And now it's Trotsenko on very fresh mediums just behind. Cavalcanti not too far. And Santa Ana in the Predator having a good race. We may just not feel the sponsor's objective on this one either. We're going from 3 podiums to not even being in the top 10 is a reality we're potentially having to face. I mean, Cavalcanti's Santa Ana softs are dropping off. No, okay, we'll be in the... I don't think Santa Ana can do anything on these dead softs. And yeah, Key is playing roadblock right now. Trotsenko's tires are just too good of a shape, so they're going to make their way through, I think. Cavalcanti, these softs, will they last? Got 2.5 laps to go. No, 3.5 laps to go. Nah, they're not... No, 2.5 laps to go. I think we may be able to overtake Cavalcanti again right at the end. And I'm going to tell you, you can push a bit more. You've saved some tires for the end. You can push a lot more, actually. Make your position back. As for Girard, yeah. I mean, he's not that far. He's only 9 seconds behind his teammate, but that's 6 positions. Make it 5. Cavalcanti is still quick on these old softs. And Boissieu is actually going to see a podium twice in a row. Final lap of the race. We were nowhere in this one. Not unexpected, but a bit disappointing. I mean, the AI could still run out of fuel at the line. Wouldn't be the first time. 26% on these softs. I should absolutely have gone on the mediums with Jean-Pierre. Got 2 seconds to Liao behind. And yeah, we're going to be in the P10, although barely. Oh, Cavalcanti's softs are ruined. Can you make a move in the final laps for P9? That's an extra point. We take those. Good defense from Cavalcanti. And now we know we're quick in this curve. No, but that's not going to be enough for a dive bomb in last corner. Nope. Oh, that was not a good race. We're not having good seasons finale here. But that wasn't even on me or the strat, or it just didn't have the pace around here. Just nothing we could do really to improve. We stretched the tires as much as we could. Okay, Girard could have gone on mediums, but that I don't think it would have changed much from the softs. Yeah, that's a bit of a letdown for the season finale, but what can I say? We finish way ahead of where we started the season. Lugo demoted from his win, and Zurita demoted by 6 positions. Unfortunately, we don't profit from that, but Oh yeah, right. The final race of the season is double points. I forgot about that. That is a bit of a disappointment. Jean-Pierre finishes P8 and Shen P13 because of these double points, and we finish in P6 because of the double points. And Eastwood is the one lifting the trophy. We finish in P6. We were P3. Final race, eh? I don't like this double point rule. Maybe I should vote against it or propose a vote. And that's not going to be a problem for next season, because, I mean, next season we gotta get promoted, right? We've just gotta get promoted. Some improvability. We're totally firing Young, by the way. And we can afford the contract break, but let's go. Dennis Lugo, champion despite his late penalty and with only one official race win, but 6 podiums. Regularity. We'll give you that. Well done to them. They get promoted. Saving? Yeah. Save me. Some interviews. Yes. Rogers? Nah, not a chance. 36. And what is that mustache? Do you think you're Valtteri Bottas? Or with the 2026 regs, Battery Voltas? Sorry, I just find myself very funny sometimes. Passionate. You want to win trophies before retirement, but you take money. Okay, actually nice, and you're a racer. Okay. Contracts running down for Jean-Pierre, Vasily, and Billy. Billy. Let's look at Billy. Maybe we want somebody better than Billy. How much are we paying Bill? Okay, first off, Young. Get out of here. Bye. Christina Gamborg. Yeah, sure. You'll be our reserve driver. Sure, why not? I'm gonna save on money. Don't even care about the payoff. I wanted to stay at Tubbles Racing and win things. Yeah, about that. Now, our lead designer, Vasily. We're gonna have to renew him. We're gonna have to renew him. I don't think there's a... I mean, we could poach somebody who'd be willing to join. Let's check in our series. Maybe we could poach Anne. It's not our series, but... Yeah, no, legendary component. Risk level -3. Jesus. Yeah, let's try to... Let's extend this episode for next season. I know it's not a good idea YouTube-wise, but I'll extend it. We're at Motorsport. Where was my series? European Racing Series. Jaren, you show potential, but... Roxanne rocks! No, you're all worse than our current mechanic. Sorry, designer. Woods isn't bad at Zampelli, but they're getting promoted anyway. Maybe in the Super Cup? Engine, gearbox, suspension. Oh, you're good. You don't care. Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you try to poach somebody from a team higher up in a higher tier. Maybe in GT, in Endurance Class B, and doesn't want to pull. But Paul isn't better. He isn't better than what we currently have. Since only 3 stats matter, engine, gearbox, and suspension. Maybe Luke? No, he's just not as good as a current designer. As Vasily. I mean, 15, 10, 11? 17, 8, 12. Yeah, no, Vasily is better. Marginally, but... Components on wet tires and inters, on soft supers and ultra. More performance, less reliability. That's dangerous. I guess we're renewing Vasily. I mean, he ended up making a good gearbox at the end. It's 55, he's maxed out. Yeah, we'll renew your contract, alright. Wages aren't very important. How much were we paying you? 107,000. Yeah, you were pricey. I'm gonna lower that a bit. You want a long contract? Yeah, probably right. And no bonus. Sure, let's go with that. As for Billy, we can probably find better than Billy. Light-footed was very good for Shenki, but yeah. Let's see if we can find better race mechanics in the free ones. Rachel, concentration is 2. Light-footed on mediums is good. Quick fixes is also good. Concentration, what does that do? Likelihood of mistakes during a pit stop. You're promising. You're promising. You're already basically as good as Billy, except you show way more potential for improvement. Hello, Ellie. Wage is fairly important. We'll offer you the same as what we're paying Billy. Almost. Long contract, I'm fine with that. You'd like a nice signing fee. Sure, have a 24 grand. Bonus size isn't very important, then you're not getting one. Can't believe we're renewing Vasily, but it's a shame we're not making rear wings. He's actually pretty good, all things considered. Yeah. Now comes the big question. Jean-Pierre Girard. The contract is expiring. We're paying you a lot of money. You did good this season. With a podium. But do we want to renew you? Well, let's check with who we scouted. We scouted a lot of people throughout the season. Let's see if we find somebody who is younger, better, fitter than you, like Millie, for instance. Panic prone, out of shape, owns... Oh. Ugh. Or maybe Karim. Good at feedback and hedonist. Karim has very low morale, but he's actually pretty damn good. Or Johan, wet weather pro, aggressive, having a secret affair. Oh no. Johan is actually really good. And young. Or Genki. Yokohama expert, dangerous dueler. Same as the other. Rogue in the zone. Driver goes rogue when fired up. I need silence to work. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I found some pretty good drivers. Batista... Oh, mercenary. Wait a minute. Oh, Faith is still there. Yeah. Remember you? You didn't have a drive this year either. Yeah, wait. What was I looking at? Mercenary. What does that do? Teammates will... No. Desired earnings. Oh, wow, no. Absolutely the absolute opposite of what we want. I think we're letting go of Jean-Pierre. And trying to get maybe Karim? Johan? Hello. Not interested. Okay. Well, F you too. How about Johan? Not interested. Yeah, you can't get the best drivers for... Oh, you're interested, Genki. Okay. Your status is not too important. You'll be an equal driver with Key. How much are we paying Gerard? Oh my god, we can't afford that. Never mind. We absolutely can't afford that. We have to go for somebody cheaper. No. I mean, next season will probably be fine, but the season after, if we get promoted, we won't be able to afford that amount of money. There's no shot we can afford that. Linda, wow, you're not joining us. Maybe from GT we can find somebody. Alexia? Hates leading, drift champion, rival with driver, it's okay. Entourage. You're not very marketable. Oh no, cost to break contract is just prohibitive. mean, we can make an offer to Batista, but I don't like him. A resource hog and a mercenary. Hola? Out of shape. Well, that can be fixed. I mean, you'd be cheap. But then you're very marketable, though. You're young, you're marketable, and you'd be cheap. And you're not that much worse than Jean-Pierre. Especially with his dodgy neck. I kind of want to wait until the end of the season. So that we don't have to break contracts. First lap hero, flat spotter, goddamn smoothness, dodgy neck, we've seen that. Committed to religion. Wouldn't be bad, you're a reserve driver. We can offer you a seat in the team that is absolutely going to win next season. No, you don't care. You absolutely don't care. So many good drivers, but Hong Liao is actually very good. Oh, he's a wonder kid, that's why. I was told, oh yeah, get a mercenary. They're nice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but there was. I mean, Genki is good, but just too expensive, I think. Or we could go screw it, and oh, you signed a contract, you get demoted, and then you got fired. Like you're marketable, you're very good. Do we spend that kind of money next season? If I take him, it's probably going to be only for a year. Because this is just. I prefer a long contract, I get that, but this is bleeding money. This is 100 grand, 123 grand more than Jean-Pierre, if you accept this, which you're probably not going to. You're kind of desperate, aren't you? You want a long contract and nothing else is important. You know what? If he accepts at this price, I'm fine. I mean, we may keep Jean-Pierre for another season then. I'm annoyed at his lack of marketability, but he's been serving us well. Oh, Key and Gerard dating. Oh, this is going to be really awkward. This is going to be super awkward if we fire him. Well, we're not fire him, we're just not renewing his contract. We're allowed to do that. And it's giving them a mood bonus, isn't it? Yeah. Prize money for the season could have had better, but 12 million is nothing to scoff at. And do we immediately put that money towards an HQ building? I think what we would need to improve would be suspension. Because otherwise it's what? Brakes? Nah, don't care. Forecasting could be useful though. Forecasting could be useful in the subsequent season. Or we just upgrade the suspension facility. Which one is it? Oh, haven't built it? Hello? Huh? Huh? Engine? Gearbox? Okay, yeah, I'm sure you guys are yelling in front of your screen right now, but... Brakes? Upgrade requirements, level 1. Handling Development Center. Oh. Suspension, your current knowledge. Yeah, okay. So, take that as a no then? Design center maybe? That would be the only upgrade we'd be able to do, but that would unlock quite a few buildings. Screw it. We're doing it. Let's think of it as an investment for the subsequent season. And yep. 2019 rules, long practice sessions, and Eastwood gets promoted. Ozu will join us in the lower league, but we are clearly out there for a... We're playing for keeps. And Rachel has accepted race mechanic as a replacement for Billy. It may be a gamble, but I think it's a good one. Shame about the light-footed softs, but she's showing more room for improvement, and she's going to be one grand cheaper per month. It's not much, but Billy, I'm sorry, you're no longer with us. I know. McAndrew is Key's new race mechanic. Indeed, she is. Now, Key's going to struggle on tires for the first few races because of that signing. But what can you do? And then she'll get light-footed mediums, so it's not too bad. And yeah, concentration being 2 is a bit concerning, but hot fixes and good pit stops, yeah. So she'll make good pit stops when she doesn't completely fails them. But that's the preseason, and that's where I'm going to be calling it here, chat. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here for Season 3. I hope you had a good one. I hope it's worth a like and subscribe. Next season is going to come out very soon, but it's going to be in a different format. I'm actually going to record the whole season and then edit it down to video that will be, I don't know, somewhere between 30 minutes and an hour? I'm not sure. With just the highlights and a bit less waffling about. Try to make it a bit more scripted. Do drop your feedback in the comments. I hope you had a good one, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.